Yes, human resources go waste, and if we are not employed in the rightful manner, and if we are not employed in a proper method in any organization by an economy, or if economic conditions do not create proper and a rightful opportunity for the employment of their youth force, what happens is there is a kind of a fear, and also there is a kind of economic development which will get impaired. Okay, as I already told you in yesterday's class, out of the entire population of India, Indian population is constituting of the age group on an average. Okay, if you try to take the average of the Indian age group, okay, so we have the age group between 27 to 35, the maximum in this world. That means the young and the energetic youth are very heavily available in our country, who are supposed to be tapped into the right direction. That is where we are talking about how to approach the human resources and how to productively create an occupation and also create that kind of an atmosphere so that the economy will progress. Okay, so acquisition of human resource, we finished. Job design approaches, we have finished. Job rotation, enlargement, enrichment, and bandwidth, we finished. Job analysis, concepts, objectives, components, everything we finished. Okay, methods of job analysis. Okay, methods of job analysis, we'll just see if we have finished that also, otherwise we will go to it. Yesterday we started with employee. What is that we did yesterday, girls? Tell me. Yes? What did we do yesterday?
Employee option plans.
Employee option plans. Is it good? Have you understood? Yes, girls? Yes. Can anybody tell me what is this SOP? I mean, employee option plan. EOP. SEOP is stock employment employee option plan. Okay, so what is that? Did anybody understand? If can you tell me what you are talking about in that particular aspect? Yes. Can anybody speak up? Anyway, I'll move to that topic only right now. Job analysis and objectives we have already finished. That's why I'm not dwelling on that. Okay. Employee stock option plan. I gave you an example of Narayan Murthy and Infosys. Did you understand how well it will work? Okay. So employee stock option plan is nothing but there is a kind of participation in the ownership of an organization in the form of shares and various other kinds of stocks and securities, and how this is going to be a very biggest asset for an organization and also for the employees. Okay, organization, if they are trying to give this kind of an opportunity, there will be more of willingness and also sharing of knowledge in an organization in order to enhance the financial conditions and bring business to the organization. By this, what will happen? People will become a part of the organization, by which they are able to get certain amount of what is this called profit sharing in an organization. Okay, by and large it was always happening in other countries, and in the country of USA it was from 1910 it was introduced, but in India we did not have employee stock option plan. Okay, slowly it was also introduced in India, and it was introduced in the very recently only it was introduced. I gave you the year. Okay, in 1998 the government has considered this particular aspect, and the employees in an organization were made to become a part of the profit sharing in an organization. Okay, what is features of employee stock option plan? Quickly write down the points, girls. Only the points I'll give you. If they are self-explanatory, I'm not going to talk about it. Okay, so employee stock option plan, is it our one part of our topic today? This is going little above our syllabus, but still I will give off. Okay, because without knowing ESOP, we cannot conclude this unit. Okay, so it is ESOP is voluntary in nature, right? Of the points, ESOP is voluntary in nature. That means from the side of the employer and also the employee, if they say I want the ESOP, then the company also will give, and the employee will also be ready to take it. If not, at the discretion, they can accept it or reject it. Okay, and next is, it is an option to purchase shares. It is an option to purchase shares. Okay, when we are buying shares in our own company, will we buy at market value or at a little lesser price? Girls respond. If our company is giving any share to us, will you expect it at a little lower price, or do you are you ready to take it at the market value?
Lower price.
Lower price. Yes, Reha. Okay, these are common things which we have to understand. We don't want to be, because we are a part of the profit, so we want it at a little subsidized rate. So the company also will give it at a lower price, and you are happy that you are able to get something. But there will be a cooling time which has to be kept, and you cannot sell it off at the same time right away. Okay, and it intention to procure and retain talented employees into an organization. It is a it is a intention, or it is intended, whatever you can write. Okay, it is intended to procure and keep the talented people in an organization. It makes the employee an owner in the organization. It is for mutual benefits. I'm going little quickly, girls, write down. It is for mutual benefits. That means company also will prosper, and individual also will prosper. Okay, and also it will retain the trust and faith of the company. It will also retain the trust and faith of the company. Okay, so it is nothing but definitely, even if you are leaving your organization and you're going to work in any other organization later on, you need not sell away those shares, but you can in fact keep them, and you are going to be a part of that company. So this kind of employee stock option will create that kind of a bonding between the employer and the employee, wherein there won't be any kind of misgivings, because you are also the owner of that company. You will ensure to speak good about your company, and also you are going to promote the goodwill of your previous company in which you have worked. So these are all the things which are going to help if we are having proper employee option plans in an organization. Okay, next we will go for the we'll strictly go by the topics, girls, because HRM is such a big subject. If I deviate from my original points, I will be going off into so many other things, because it's better we'll go according to the syllabus. Yeah, yeah, we'll go for human resource planning concept and objectives. Okay, write this up, girls. Yeah, human resource planning concept and objectives. Concept and objectives. Is there any requirement to have human resource planning? And if so, if we are having human resource planning, why should we do it? Okay, girls, it is, this particular topic is not as simple as we are talking in this class, because just close your eyes and think of the human resources in India. Can we try and say that we will plan and organize everything for everybody in this country in such a way that we can implement today, we'll think tomorrow, can we plan it and execute it? Is it possible? Is it possible? No. Yes, Siddheshwari. It is not possible. Why? Because it is even, why talk about the country? If you have planned something yesterday and if you want to execute and you want to maintain your strict timetable, is it possible unless you are systematic and well organized? Yes or no? Is it possible unless you are organized? It's not possible. Why? Because if we want to do something, there is something called a commitment, there is something called a discipline, time management, and all said and done, if we do not plan and if we don't execute our plan properly, we will be an utter failure. Okay, so when it is in the micro level, when we are talking about an individual only, there are so many things which we are supposed to consider. And what if we are talking about an economy in large? Okay, people in this world at large, it's not easy. Okay, so there is a proper kind of a quality and quantity planning to organize human resources in an economy, right now. There should be a quality and quantity planning. Okay, quality and quantity planning. Okay, so if an organization has to be successful, they definitely need with different kinds of employees into an organization where the skill sets are going to be suitable. And are we having the right skill set, or are we in a position to employ some more unskilled employees also into our organization, so that it is going to be a benefit to the economy? Okay, because in an economy like India, you cannot try to dictate and say that I will plan my human resources in such a way that I will only take these kind of employees into my organization. It is all according to the economic conditions and political and also poverty levels which are prevailing in an economy will dictate what kind of employment can be created in an organization. Okay, so looking into consideration or taking all this into consideration, there is a well organized overall planning which has to be conducted to absorb proper human resources into any into any kind of a workplace. Okay, and this is a part of the human resource management. This is a function of human resource management. Okay, we cannot say always, if you give me a perfect platform, I'm going to perform. That doesn't happen, girls. In the real life situations, we are not facing everything which is organized. It is not organized. Nothing is organized. The tempers of an individual are not organized. The skill sets of individuals are not organized. The economic conditions in an economy over the years, even after 75 years of an independence, it is not organized. So what is that we are going to talk about? Human resource planning is not a single day's decision. It has to be concretely planned in a constructive manner over a period of time. Okay, that's why you are also, all of you are here in this particular platform after your 18 years of your education. That means there was a consistent, systematic planning for you to do your graduation. Suddenly, we cannot get into anything. So, we have to give that value for this particular course. Only then you are going to get you can reap the benefits out of it. Okay, if you take it light, it is like just throw the ball just like that. What will happen? It will go and fall somewhere. It won't bounce back. Okay, if you throw it with intensity onto the other side of the wall, what happens? It is invariably going to come and drop into your hand once again. That means we have to create that kind of infrastructure which will go and create that kind of an atmosphere in the economy, and also that kind of various development in the economy, wherein at the right time, after 15 years or 18 years, there are opportunities and the platforms created for the employee or the youth force in an economy. So human resource planning is a systematic, constructive kind of a efficient organizing ability of an economy which is going to create that kind of a situation in our economy. Okay, if it is not done, we can never say that we will progress. Okay, next is, before we select even the right employees into an organization, there is a kind of a right job creation. That's what we were talking about. Okay, so it is nothing but, even before we are going to select a person into an organization as an employee, we need to create a job for them. You cannot, after the person or an employee is sucked into an organization, we cannot create and say that we will try to see how we can absorb you into the organization. That's what I told you when I was speaking about this. This is job evaluation. Okay, there is a chair in the organization which is already decided. Okay, the company has already decided what are the rules and regulations, what are all the duties and responsibilities, what is that the person who is sitting in this chair is supposed to do as they come and sit here. Okay, so if we have a proper job evaluation, we can do proper performance appraisal. Okay, this person, when he comes into the organization, he will know what he wants to do in this particular seat. Okay, and it becomes necessary to have a quality and a quantity kind of a employment into the organization, because quality is skill sets, quantity is number of people who are equally getting absorbed into an organization. Because, say for example, if we say out of 90 people in a class of 90 people, if tomorrow you are going to a placement cell and going to get a job, okay, all 89 students are not taken into the organization, only one candidate is absorbed into the organization, and she is given a placement, what is this called, appointment letter. Okay, so what will happen? Will the girl who got this job in that particular company, will she feel happy she got it for 5 to 6 lakhs or 10 lakhs? Okay, example can be any amount. Okay, do you feel she will be very highly motivated if she is selected alone, or if along with her, if she has got another 10 girls in her class who are also selected, she'll be more motivated? Tell me, girls. Yes. Yes, tell me. You are the only girl who is selected from our college. Okay. Will you be happy, or you will be more happy if your friends are also becoming part of this particular appointment, and also they also are selected, and tomorrow you feel, yeah, we all can work together, I am feeling more confident. Which one will be better for you?
With friends, ma'am.
With friends, automatically. Why? Because familiarity breeds, and we feel more happy if our friends also join in our workplace along with us, and all of us undergo a training or any kind of a whatever is the opportunity which is created. If we have some known people, what will happen? We will have little amount of confidence through which we are in a position to work, efficiently in an organization. If I am selected separately, okay, this works for the top level management, girls. Okay, we cannot say at top level management we will have 10 people together who are going to be recruited for a CEO position or a vice president position. That doesn't happen. Okay, at that time there is no requirement of this kind of an order. But when it is workforce getting employed into an organization, they need to work with a team, and if they have a proper known consistent kind of an atmosphere, then there will be more amount of confidence for the employees to work in an organization. Objectives of human resource planning. What are the main objectives of human resource planning? Quickly write down the points, girls. Only the point I'll give you. If I feel it's relevant, I'll speak, otherwise I'm pushing off. Okay, it is for the optimum use of the existing human resources. It is for the optimum use of the existing human resources. Okay, so optimum means what? Optimum means what? It's nothing but there is a difference between maximum and optimum. My efficiency in this prevailing conditions, if for this particular salary, for my kind of skill set, this is the best which I can do is called optimum. Okay, so it is nothing but we should not deny what we can do. Optimum use of existing human resources. Okay, maximum can be anything, but what is optimum depends upon time and conditions. It allows to forecast future requirements for human resources. Okay, it allows to forecast for future human resources. Okay, so that means our nice proverb which will work once again here: if you fail to plan, we will plan to fail. Okay, if you fail to plan, we will plan to fail. There is no doubt about it. Okay, if you have planned to compete, then you are having a scope for success. Okay, if you have not competed, if you have not participated, nobody, even God, cannot help you, isn't it? Okay, the other day I met somebody who was talking and telling me about spirituality. Okay, spirituality is fantastic, no doubt about it. Okay, we can talk any amount of spirituality, any religion, all of us can talk, but okay, nobody can say that God will take care. Can God take care of everybody, girls? Yes or no? We are not doubting him. He can take care. Chalo, blanket rule, he can take care. Without our efforts, without our efficiency, without our using our mind and physical body, can the God help us?
No, ma'am.
No, absolutely, Maria, very true. Okay, small girls, you are able to understand this. Okay, if you want to get anything, you have to take blessings from everywhere, and we have to use our physical and mental ability to see and perform something. Okay, that person whom I had interacted, he kept on telling, God will take care of everything. I bluntly had to put it because at this age I don't like to just keep nodding my head like that. I don't like to do that. I said, yes, God has given you a stomach, God has given you your limbs, your head, brain. Okay, He also wanted to shift that responsibility onto you. You do something so that that Upperwala will protect you. Okay, you cannot say that you will do everything, I will sit and enjoy. Nobody, even parents, cannot do this. Please understand. Okay, so it is nothing but it is a forecast for future requirements for human resources. The human resources planning with a proper objective is something where it can make the economy successful. And next is, it will also enable to provide proper control measures in the workplace. Okay, yes, girls, so that means human resource planning is nothing but a management tool. It is a management tool, girls. Okay, if you want somebody to do something for you, first you should know what is that work. Okay, management is an art of getting things done by others. When can we do things which we want others to do? Only when we know how to do it. You don't know anything and you will say, I will depute somebody to do this work. Yes, they will do. The work which can be done in 1 hour, they will take for 10 hours. How can you try to validate it? You cannot validate it, isn't it? Okay, if you know to do that work, it can be taking a broomstick in the hand, or it can be a proper planning in an organization. Anything, unless we know, a management is nothing but art of getting things done by others. If you know, you can make others do. If you don't know, you will be taken as a fool by the others, who will consider as us as a fool. Yes. Next is, it is to it is to link human resource planning with organizational planning. It is to link human resource planning with organizational planning. Okay, so I already told you with this particular example, girls, I just take these things because you'll feel little more happier looking at small, small toys like this. Okay, I'm taking it. This is nothing but this is human resource planning and organizational planning. Okay, so when we want this human resource to come and sit in this particular chair and work for our company, we have to plan what we want from this particular chair. Like this, there will be 100 chairs in a company. We have so many people who work in our college, St. Anne's. Okay, if they plan, we took 200 people. Okay, some are I mean, in the office, some are in the organization who are working as lecturers, some are in the lab. Okay, each person who is sitting in different chairs like this in St. Anne's College, the college has already decided. Principal madam, sister principal knows what she wants from each and every chair. Okay, now she will look at get the skill sets of each and every individual. She will place them in different chairs like this. Now, if there are 200 chairs, she knows what she wants from 200 people. And if she has 2000 chairs, she knows what she wants from 2000 people. This is called organizational planning and human resource planning. Okay. Next is to assess the surplus and shortage of human resources. Okay. It is nothing but too many cooks spoil the broth, isn't it, girls? Okay, if we want 10 people in an organization and if we recruit 20 people, so much of confusion. Nobody will work, everybody will be chit chatting, everybody will be gossiping, and ultimately they'll say that this company is not a good company. That's why it is very important for us to organize and plan how many people we want in an organization. Even for example, if we even conduct a small party, okay, if we are conducting a small party, what do? We will do it within the four walls of our house. Okay, mummy, we are 10 people or we are only 10 people along with our guests. We don't have to go out to conduct this event. We can as well do it in the house. Little adjustments, little planning we can organize. If 50 people are coming to the house, can we organize a party in our house which is only a house for 4 people? Can we organize, girls? Yes, can we organize? No. Yes, who is that? Aishwarya. Yes, we cannot organize. By the end of it, you have labored a lot. Why? Because so much of work. Okay, the host, if it is Aishwarya, is a daughter in that family, and she has organized and she had to take all that effort to put everything for the guest. What will happen? She has done everything efficiently, but what the guest will tell? While going, will they say that you have done it so well? Will they tell it? No, they'll feel you have messed up with everything. In fact, you put more efforts to make them more comfortable, but that won't be understood by the people because the small place was not suitable for so many people who can come and enjoy a party in our four walls. Same way, if a company requires how many people? Only 10 people in a company, don't recruit more into that organization. Then what will happen? There will be lot of confusion. Okay, there should not be surplus, there should not be shortage of human resources. Next is to anticipate the impact of technology on jobs and human resources. Okay, to anticipate the impact of technology on job and human resources. Okay, we cannot buy a mobile saying that he is giving it at half the price. Believe and wait for a while. Is this particular mobile going to become redundant in another 2 months? Is it wiser for us to buy a old kind of a mobile when it is going out of the market, girls? Yes, tell me. Is it wiser to buy a old mobile or a old version of a particular mobile phone because it is coming 50% free or 75% off, not free, off, or a discount? Can we buy, Aishwarya? I'm asking roll number 18, Aishwarya. Yes. Rukhaya? No. Yes. Why? Because the moment we buy that particular, what is this called, mobile, in another 2 months, the market will start telling us there are no parts for it. There is no repair. They cannot do any kind, give any kind of a service to us. So what will happen? Even if we invested 20,000 2 months back also, our mobile becomes old or outdated version, which is not going to work for us even soon after 2 months also. So the impact of technology should be anticipated. Impact of technology should be anticipated, and we have to train the human resources in such a way that monotonous, mundane, repeated, okay, the same kind of jobs can be moved off to technology or some kind of a artificial intelligence. And where we have to use our brains, we have to put our knowledge and skill sets into that angle. That's why whenever we are studying any new course, we have to understand these things also, which are very, very important for us. Okay. Yes. Next is to determine levels of recruitment and training. What kind of recruitment are we supposed to conduct, and what kind of training are we supposed to give to our employees is also a matter which has to be considered in an organization. If we don't try to look into all these things, there will be a possibility that we have not recruited people properly, and also we have not given them the required opportunity, also the environment which should be congenial for the employees to work in an organization. Next is to estimate the cost of human resources and housing needs of employees. Don't go and create a job somewhere in Andaman Nicobar Islands. What will happen? The moment you create a job somewhere, it becomes our headache, the employer's headache, to create the place for them to live, their transport, their conveyance, their various kinds of facilities, their hostel or their township where they are supposed to live. Okay, and their home allowances, there are other perks which are supposed to be taken care. So by this, what will happen? The overheads for the company keeps increasing if we do not try to see that we will locate our company or an organization at a ubiquitous place. Very important for the organization. Okay, if we do not take care of all these things, it is going to become a mounting expenditure, and maybe the fixed cost will remain small, but the variable cost or the component into the variable parameters will become too heavy for the employees. I mean, sorry, the employees, which are in turn rubbed on to the employer. The next point is to provide a basis for management development programs. Okay, management development programs. What is management development program? Nothing but there are certain kinds of workshops, trainings, and also some kind of, what is it called, creating a better knowledge in the workforce. Okay, why are we having competitions in our colleges? Because it is like, if we have competitions, there will be a new enthusiasm. You want to participate, you want to do something, you want to achieve, you want to earn certificates, you want to earn some kind of prizes, some mementos. So by this, what will happen? There is so much of enthusiasm. With that, once that event is over, what will happen? We will come to know who are the students who are in the limelight in an organization, who are in a good kind of skill sets which they are able to showcase on a particular platform. These are all possible only because if we have proper kind of developmental programs. These are also called developmental programs. Next is to facilitate productivity bargaining. To facilitate productivity bargaining. Okay, the company is producing. Am I going in tune with your understanding, girls? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Don't always listen, girls. When we listen, we learn. When we learn, we will earn. When we earn, we can yawn and say that I am able to do everything, because in a term or a semester times like this, we cannot say that I will study the whole thing once again. That's why keep a notebook, note down the points, and you can fall back on that small topic which you have understood in the class, and you can also write your own thought processes on the right side of your notebook. Okay, it works very efficiently for you. So productivity bargaining, the company is producing 100 units per month, for example. Let us take an example. Okay, so productivity bargaining, it can have a proper meeting with the efficient employees in an organization, and try to bargain and try to come to a consensus, and feel, can we produce, in place of 100, can we produce 200 units? So then the employees will also come forward to say, this will be the efficiency which we are supposed to use. This will be the time we have to invest. This will be the knowledge we are supposed to gain. This will be the skill sets we have to upgrade. Then the company will also come forward. Yes, we are going to give you this training. We are going to provide that ambience. We are going to allow you to work overtime, and we are going to pay you incentives for everything. If everybody is happy with all these situations, what will happen? From the very next month, the company will be able to produce, in place of 100 units, 200 units of production. Okay, by this what will happen? The company's production will increase, and so likewise even the have employees also will feel more happy to work more efficiently, take better incentives for themselves. Okay, and last one is to meet the needs of expansion and diversification programs. Okay, it is very important to have the diversification programs, and also the requirements time to time. We can never say, I have designed my house 10 years back and I am going to continue to appreciate the same design. Nothing is static. The world is going in terms of dynamic methods. So what happens? It is very important for us to think what we thought yesterday can become outdated today. Okay, what we think today becomes outdated tomorrow. So that's why past is just behind us. Present is in our hands, future is in our minds. Keep thinking all the time. Okay, what my kind of modifications can I do? Okay, if you keep on thinking, maybe you must have put in lot of efforts to learn something in the first time, and slowly when you start learning and learning, your learning becomes so easy, because you're already acquainted to learn, and you're already into that particular process of learning. Okay, it becomes easy for you to learn new things without much of a difficulty. Okay, all these are possible only because of how we are able to transform ourselves. So the objective of human resource planning is to see that the human resources become more efficient because of planning in an organization. Okay, we finished about the objectives. Okay, next we will see need and importance and factors of human resource planning. Okay, need and importance. I would expect you to discuss in tomorrow's class, girls, and we will see the next topic, process of human resource planning. Okay, process of human resource planning, I'll be taking it in our next class. Need and importance, I want you to come out, because you will be able to speak. Okay, you can take the topics for points from the objectives and the discussion which we have done today. You can definitely give me inputs in tomorrow's class. Okay, girls, shall we meet tomorrow? Yes. If do we have class tomorrow? No?
No, ma'am.
Okay. We'll meet on Monday then. Right, girls? Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye,
Thank
girls.
you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, girls.